Get into women of Anahuac, and as we challenge white supremacy, even in what the solutions are given to us as a community, especially as Nicantlaca women, okay? So this is only going to take 15 seconds, so if everyone can please stand up, I really want you to participate in this poem with me. I want you to say this loud, I want you to say this proud, even if you're not of Nicantlaca descent, you're still here, so you're supporting us, you're an ally. So I'm going to point to myself when I say it, and I'll point to you to repeat it. So I hope you guys can see me, okay? Here it goes. We are Nicantlaca.
We are Nicantlaca.
We are not illegal.
We are not illegal.
We are beautiful.
We are beautiful.
We are brown.
We are brown.
We are light brown.
We are light brown.
We are dark brown.
We are dark brown.
We are beautiful.
We are beautiful.
We walk on our land.
We walk on our land.
We live on our land.
We live on our land.
We will die on our land.
We will die on our land.
This is our land.
This is our land.
This is our continent.
This is our continent.
This is our land.
This is our land.
This is our continent.
This is our continent.
Beautiful. Thank you. Woo. All right. Okay. So my name is Citlalmina Anahuac. On behalf of the Mexica movement, been involved for about 12 years. Olin is a great mentor, a warrior, a hero. So, just want to thank him for all his help, support, guidance all these years. Part of what I'm going to be reading to you today is actually something that is a product of 5 years of observation, 5 years of, just learning about the world, learning about feminism, learning about history and what it means to be a person of Nicantlaca descent. And so I'm going to be reading from the essay, the handout that you guys got. On there, there's a link to the actual essay. We have it on the Mexica movement website. And there's excerpts of the essay, and on the back side, there's quotes. So if you guys are ever interested in reading a little bit more about it, because a lot of the times when I'm criticizing Chicana feminism, a lot of people are like, well, where'd you get that from? I never read that quote. So there's a lot of, and that's understandable. No one has really taken on this approach. So, with more reason, I encourage them, and I invite you to all read the essay, and I'm open. This is not a final project. It's open for discussion. It's open for assistance. So bring it on, please. As Nicantlaca people, we are being recruited every day to walk away from our people's liberation, to criticize our culture, to turn the other cheek to colonialism, to climb the corporate ladder, to marry white, to forget about the past, to just accept this condition. As women specifically, we are given feminism as a form of complacency to colonialism. We are given a twisted, self-hate, Eurocentric, dipped approach to feminism. Sadly, those of our women who start to wake up, they start to view themselves through the eyes of European men, and they start promoting Eurocentric ideas in the writings that they're presenting to our communities. To kind of comment on the universities, these writers are being heavily promoted in Chicano studies, in women's studies, and this is UCLA, this is USC, this is East LA College, this is Cal State LA. You look at their syllabus, and these writers are being promoted. Why? Because there's hardly any of our people in the mainstream who are writing about the topic of Mexican, Central American, Native American terms and concepts. So they have that platform. And with such a platform, you have a responsibility, especially if you're going to be representing a people that have been silenced for 500 years, especially if you're going to be representing a group of women who do not share a generic experience of being a woman. When we speak as Nicantlaca women, indigenous women, we are speaking as women who belong to a group of people who have endured genocide, terrorism, cultural rape, and the theft of our lands and its wealth. We do not belong to a generic woman experience. We do not share the white woman's experience. We, as a people, have had our land stolen for 500 years. Our culture has been systematically butchered. Our identity has been left in ruins. Because of all of this, we're confused about our identity and our heritage. We have been taught to completely disconnect ourselves from what is Nican Tlaca. That's a term that we want you guys to walk away with today. Nican Tlaca. That's a term that comes from the Nahuatl language that we kind of, made it up as we came across the Europeans, and we're saying, we belong here. That's us. You're asking who we are. Well, we're the people from here. We don't know who you are, but this is us. So let's try to bring that term into our daily lives. As Nican Tlaca women, we are specifically recruited to join philosophies and ideologies that try to universalize what it means to be a woman. We are offered feminism as a solution, as the ultimate solution to our oppression. More specifically, there's been the creation of Chicanismo, or what is known as Chicana Feminism. But by the way, none of the Chicana feminists today self-identify as Chicana. Most of them are now Latina and Hispana feminists. But the concept of Chicanismo has been dipped into Eurocentricity. Now, we're not saying there's no sexism. We're not saying that women are suffering specifically because of the fact that we are women. We could go on and on. There's tons of conferences you can attend. There's tons of workshops you can attend for that. There's tons of organizations that talk about that. But as Nican Tlaca women, we're being recruited aggressively to join in into Chicanismo. But see, we also need to see that our men are also being recruited. Our men are being recruited to capitalism, to gang culture, to drugs, to violence, to the white man's egos to calm their insecurities. See, it's time now to view this concept with a more critical lens. We need a real solution that addresses every aspect of our oppression, whether we be young or old, male or female. In Chicana Feminism, we study writings like Sandra Cisneros, Gloria Anzaldúa. They're the pioneers of Chicana Feminism. Those of us who have no lack of, direction, we're young Nican Tlaca women, we're going to the university, we're trying to learn our history, and we come across their books. They use Nahuatl words, they use Nican Tlaca images, so they lure us when we're attracted to that, because we've never really been exposed to that through our K through 12 experience. And we go there, we read their books, and we start developing this admiration to them, so we feel and we think that everything they're presenting on our culture is true. Because, why would they lie to us, right?